standing by with Mike Joseph is someone that has a plethora of basketball knowledge. It's former head coach of Lafayette, Pat Fisher. Here's Mike.
Well, thank you guys and welcome to the halftime show. I am with Coach Pat Fisher, longtime head coach here at Lafayette. And that title of head coach emeritus, I got to ask you, what exactly does that mean? I know you stay close to the program, but maybe give me a little bit of heads up on what that exactly means to this program.
Honestly, I don't really know. I mean, I've heard the term, and it probably means like when a professor retires here too, the same thing happens to him. Regardless of the title, I still have been to all these games. You know, I just love basketball, you know, and I love to watch it. And it's something that was like a part of our family, an extension. Every one of my brothers and sisters have coached, and my dad and my mom played, and my dad coached. So I enjoy it.
Exactly. And well, that kind of leads me into my next question. The ladies' game is changing. It's changing with the quarters. It's changing, trying to get a little bit more up-tempo. Tell me maybe about your thoughts on that and the fact that 4 quarters is a little bit different than 2 20-minute halves.
Well, yeah, obviously when I started playing, it was the old way, 3-on-3. But when it got to be like the 5-on-5, we still played in quarters. Then when I got to play in college, it was still quarters. But then after I started coaching, it became 20 minutes. I never was a fan of that, to tell you the truth, because I just feel that sometimes in a game, you know, I don't think the women pick up things quickly, and they don't know when to adjust and when to do this. I'm talking about high school now college. Right. And so it made it a little bit easier if you had it in quarters and you could make a move and change them at the end of the first quarter or so. But
it looks to me as if the ball moves a little bit quicker. You see less zone, you see more man-to-man, so you see a little bit more attacking the basket, a little bit better ball movement like we're seeing tonight from the girls.
Absolutely, and you know, I was watching TV the other night, and I understand the men want to go back to this the same way. Not for that reason, but obviously for some other reasons. Maybe it's the injuries that occur, you know, playing so many games, and then they have to go these 20-minute, I don't know. I have no idea why, but I just like the 4 quarters.
Now you have had teams that have been veteran-laden. You've had teams that have been teams kind of like this, teams that are relying on some freshmen, some younger girls. What's the difference in coaching a younger team? Is it you have to be just more patient, or you have to deal with that rawness? Is it more practice time? How do you deal with a young team as a team that's older and a little bit more experienced?
Well, I don't know that I used to recruit like I always sure that I had at least half returnees and half, if I didn't have the freshmen, no more than 4 a year. And I obviously coach different than the people that coach today.
So did I when I coached football.
I know, but I was more pattern type thing, more stymie. You know, this looks like an open game to me.
Right.
Where when I brought my offense down the court, there were 5 people moving. There wasn't 2 or 3 moving. And so it made it more difficult as far as man-to-man goes to pick up on. That's why I ran into a lot of zone offenses. And I'm talking about teams that I played against like UConn and Tennessee and Virginia. We couldn't handle their physicality, but we stayed right with them. And
that's become a different game as well, obviously. But it's nice to see you here. Obviously, you stay real close to the game. You're seeing this team develop a little bit, and it's great to have you. So happy holiday, and we'll see you soon again.
Okay, thank you, Mike.